California.
It's called
going to be a
Trolling Academy.
Troll Academy. It's
well,
called
tell us
Troll
what trolling
Academy.
is.
So the purpose... Well, in my book, I make a distinction between trolling and mere cruelty. And in my view, trolling done correctly, trolling done for a higher purpose, is intended to reveal things that polite society won't tell you or isn't allowed to say. Mm-hmm. So I like to think of myself as a sort of virtuous troll, like trolling for the good Lord, you know? And I will provoke... No, I mean it.
A virtuous
I will
troll.
provoke...
I thought you were a supervillain.
Well, supervillain's always been a bit of a joke, you know? It's like,
right.
I tell jokes that only my fans get, and that everybody else, because everyone in America is so earnest, you know, everyone else takes it at face value, because no offense, but y'all don't really get irony. You know, like, I can, and this is a constant risk
battle
of being a European in America.
Right.
It's like, I call myself the most fabulous supervillain on the internet,
yes.
and nobody in America picks up from the word fabulous that I might be saying that slightly tongue-in-cheek. Mm-hmm. Because if I were actually a supervillain, I might not describe myself as fabulous. You know?
Probably wouldn't.
Why does nobody here get this? Like, what is happening?
Although you might have a fabulous costume. I mean, most supervillains do.
Well, I like to say I'm wearing my new favorite tie for you today.
Thank you very much.
I'm hoping that my costume, even my grown-up C-SPAN outfit is fabulous.
It is.
But no, I mean, like, nobody in America seems to understand that the most fabulous supervillain on the internet might just be a bit tongue-in-cheek. Like, come on.
So trolling.
Part of the reason for this. Yeah, but part of the reason for this, and this feeds into the trolling thing, is that America's kind of forgotten how to laugh because everyone's so terrified of telling any good jokes. Have you heard a good joke on TV recently?
No,
I haven't.
That's true.
I mean, look at the John Oliver special about Alex Jones, right? Mm-hmm. So John Oliver is roasting Alex Jones for 22 and a half minutes, and he doesn't land a single punch. He doesn't tell a single good joke. Now, let me tell you, I happen to like Alex. I don't agree with a lot of what he says. I think he gets something spectacularly wrong. But I think he's sincere. Yep. And I did a big interview with him that went on YouTube the other day that was done phenomenally well. It's just like a serious sit-down between me and him, you know, because I want to get to the heart of the guy. I find him fascinating. Whether or not he's crazily wrong about some things, I find him as a human being fascinating. And I tried to ask him the serious questions that Megyn Kelly didn't. And I just found that people like him and me, we're performance artists to a degree.
Right.
We are, we don't mind being clownish, though I wouldn't describe us as clowns. For the C-SPAN audience, I suppose the best analogy is going to be Falstaff. You know, we don't mind people laughing at us if we're the only people telling the truth in the room.
That's right.
And okay, nobody in the court realizes it, but everybody watching the play does.
Exactly.
And the court, as the American establishment, they don't get me. They're too stupid. I have got to tell you, American journalists are the dumbest species in the world. I've met journalists and practiced journalism in 5 different countries, and American journalists are by a clear margin the dumbest people in the world. You know, these people with IQs of 95 trying to interview those of us who have IQs of, well, I won't brag, but and they're just not capable of understanding subtlety or nuance. And where they detect it, they use it as an opportunity to cry racism, you know? Anything remotely ambiguous, racist, sexist.
I know. It's an
for
easy
me,
accusation.
trolling is about sweeping away all concerns about what people might say about you or think about you, safe in the knowledge that if you tell the truth and you do it in an entertaining way, that you will win way more fans than the media has made enemies for you.
Right.
And I am proof of that. Donald Trump is proof of that.
Yes.
There are plenty of other people in this new populist, new right movement on the internet who are proof of that. I'm probably, with the exception of the president, I'm obviously, the biggest personality in that ecosystem. But there's lots of us. And what they all have in common, what they're all realizing, is that there are things that even right-leaning publications will brazenly and knowingly lie to the public about. And that's not okay. The reality described by the media versus the reality out there, they're like this.
But let me ask you something.